Alright, so we are recording a YouTube clip now. So, like I said, tonight's show is on prophecy, and I am in no way, shape, form whatsoever claiming to be a prophet. However, what I do claim is that I have studied and researched a lot of different prophets and prophecies, and so I thought for this show it would be interesting to put together my notes on basically the similarities of all the different prophets and prophecies that I've come across, rather than focusing on the differences. And what I'm talking about Islamic prophecy. I'm talking about Christian philosophy. Islamic prophecy. I'm talking about Christian prophecy. I'm talking about Jewish prophecy, and even Buddhist prophecy, Hindu prophecy. And right now you're probably thinking, this guy is so full of shit. He has not researched all this stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a very bored man with a lot of time on my hands. Yes, I have. And I started at a very young age just because I'm not right in the head. I think I got dropped on my head as a baby. I got the oppositional defiant disorder, and they told me I should believe this, and I was like, no, I shouldn't. Maybe I should go over here and see what these people have to say. So this is sort of how I've been my whole life. But once again, as we go on through this show, I just want to do another disclaimer. I am in no way claiming that I have a glimpse into God's plan, or any of this was revealed to me in a divine vision, or anything like that. This is just stuff I've come across over the years, and I tried to focus on the similarities between various prophecies that come from different parts of the world. And of course, you know, I always like to talk about these mystery schools and esoteric orders, so a lot of the stuff actually comes from these guys as well, these occultists. Yeah, man, I'm just going to forego all the introductory stuff. However, I would like to say that if you guys want to call in tonight, just never mind the number on the Blog Talk Radio site. Here's the call-in number for you. This is my own personal number, and I'm putting it out there just because I don't really care. I know a lot of people are scared shitless of giving out personal information on the internet and blah, blah, blah. I outgrew that years and years ago. They'll track you down, it doesn't matter how many aliases you hide behind. If people want to track you down, they'll track you down. I learned that lesson years and years ago. The internet, you have no secrecy on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Period. End of story. Okay? So, if you want to call into tonight's show, I'm just saying this because the number, it just works a lot better. The audio's better. The switchboard's better, which is basically me answering the phone. Answering my phone, which is, okay, so the number is 636-946-3688. Once again, that is 636-946-3688. Alright, that being said, let's just jump right in, shall we? Prophecy. I mean, we are definitely in some strange times. That can't be denied, even from a scientific perspective. Scientifically perspective, if you want to view things from astrophysics perspective, which is basically the study of our universe, cosmology, space, study of space. We are entering a very, very weird solar cycle, and which will culminate, strangely enough, which is totally coincidental, or is it coincidental, in 2012. We will reach the peak of our maximum solar cycle. And right now, right now we're experiencing some of the most energetic activity from our sun that's ever been recorded since people have been recording this kind of stuff in the modern era. And anyway, yeah, so those of you who don't know, this is totally backed by science. Now, remember how I talked about how these occultists love the number 11? Well, this might be a reason why. The sun goes through 11-year solar cycles, whereas the moon goes through 30-day cycles, 30 to 31-day cycles here on Earth. The sun goes through 11-year solar cycles. It's sort of the same thing. It's a cosmic cycle that the sun goes through, and it just sort of repeats itself every 11 years. And so I'm not going to get too much more into that, only because astrophysics is not really my field of expertise. However, I did take an astrophysics course at St. Charles Community College, and I loved it. I got an A in the course, but it was introductory course to astrophysics, so but yeah, it was weird because I've always studied this weird mystical voodoo type crap or whatever you want to call it, but and when I started studying like hard sciences, it was amazing to me how much this stuff fit hand in glove with a lot of this more mystical type, esoteric type stuff. So anyway, so a lot of these more esoteric type sciences, they would say the time of awakening has begun. And this is a time when a lot of people are developing discernment, and it's a time to listen to your heart and go with your gut and listen to the Christ within. Yeah, this cosmos, this universe, is a very strange place. We had with infinite worlds, and like I've explained on a couple of occasions in this show, is that we as humans, our eye can only perceive everything that was within the third dimensional reality. And so if you ask a modern day mathematician or a modern day physicist how many dimensions there actually are, he will tell you, okay, it has been mathematically and scientifically proven there are at least 11 dimensions. So that being said, that old saying, seeing is believing, is total bullshit, because we only perceive a tiny, tiny, tiny portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. So there are whole worlds, dimensions that are just that lie outside of our sensory perception, and that's scientifically and mathematically proven. That's not a bunch of hogwash anymore. Seeing is believing. Now, seeing is believing is hogwash. We realize that our eyeballs are limited. So, bearing all that in mind, let's dig right in. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and